Okay, so here we are with the most exciting news in the world of the war games. Several things here. So I was planning to do one single video, but at the end I decided to separate each topic because I want to go deep or as far as I can with what I have gathered about these amazing things that are going to happen in the world of war games. So strap on because we're going to talk about serious things here. First video, which is this one, and I know you clicked because you like this game as much as I like it. So Victor, the developer of Shadow Empire, has made an interview with Matrix Games because Matrix Games is right now doing a 25-year celebration. So we have the interview, and in the interview, the developer Victor of Shadow Empire has talked about the new DLC that is going to be released. I have already talked about this new DLC that is going to be released in one of my previous videos. But right now, I want to really go deep in this. Shadow Empire was released in June 2020. That was the release for the Steam page. And as far as you know, you can see that apart from the Oceania, which is one of the DLCs that have been released for the game apart from the base game, the vanilla game, and a couple of interesting stuff that has been added in the time that the game has been alive, we can see that the year 2025 was so far very, very quiet in terms of updates. And this is what Victor says in the interview. I'm going to leave a link for that interview on the description so you can see it by yourself if you want. And basically all the pictures and all the things that you are seeing here are borrowed from that interview that was made by Matrix Games. So right now, all of the silence of the developer is because he has been hard at work with the Republica DLC. The Republica DLC is going to be, and this is the developer's words, is going to be a game changer. So he is right now working with the balancing of the game because he's going to introduce what he says that is the spirit and will of the people. So now the people will have their own will inside your planets. And this means that you're going to have the mechanic that he's introducing and developing, which is called virtues. So what he is going to do and what he explains is that he is going to create the shift of political systems. So in other words, if you have a democracy, will shift to a spoiled democracy, a meritocracy will shift into an oligarchy, and aristocracy into tyranny. So it is very amazing, and I can tell you I am very, very hyped about this. I'm looking forward to see the people of Polymer have saying in their government. I am very, very hyped about this. So this is what he calls that the systems will get corrupted. So we have radical systems that will appear, and I'm going to name the three: the computer AI, the feudal code, and the empire. These are the radical systems that could develop, and I'm going to talk about this and how this is so amazing because he says in his interview that the only way for those radical systems to survive is by pushing the radicality on. So for example, computer AI radical system means that the computer will take over, and it is the takeover of the AI. And this will pose a great danger for the government, because this means that the AI will dictate whatever the AI wants, and it is going to usurp the actual human thought in the case of the radical computer AI. Then we have the feudal code, in which there is going to be a creation of a feudal system. This means that there are going to appear lords. So lords will create factions within the actual faction. How cool is this? How amazing is this? This mechanic looks, at this point, all of these mechanics look so amazing. I can really tell you this. And obviously, if you are an emperor and you become autocratic, you will become more and more tyrant. This is going to give you the vibes of Darth Vader. So you're going to push that radicality into infinite seek of power. And this is going to create wars, bloodlust, and so on and so forth. What are your thoughts about this, guys? This is amazing. This is going to be very, very amazing. Very good news for Shadow Empire, indeed. For whoever is listening to this small video that I have made here, if you really love this war game, which is so amazing and it has a lot of attention to detail, and this is specifically what I like about this one, because it has so much attention to detail and there are so much of interesting mechanics around it, and the complexity of this is what makes it so beautiful. And adding another layer of complexity, like what is going to be the virtues mechanic of the revolution and stuff like that, um, basically we are creating a very interesting wargaming here. I I am really amazed by how Victor is doing this work with so much passion. This is a work of love. That's pretty much what he's doing. This is a work of passion. He really likes this, and I can't see how bright it is the future for this amazing wargame. Follow up with the next video, because we're going to talk about another interesting thing that is happening in the world of wargames. So stay tuned. This was Victus.